Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Whitney, and today I'm coming at you guys with another juicy talk video. Yeah, advice video. I don't know if I want to call these advice videos anymore. I don't know. Just another video, and you are here for a reason. As you see in the title, yes, it is true. Yes, I'm not telling the truth. No, I'm not lying to you. Yes, I'm here to talk about how it feels to be rejected from all law schools. But let's pump the brakes just a little bit of a second there. First, of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. But also, not only am I here to tell you about how I felt being rejected from all those law schools, but where I'm at now. If you guys are interested in what I have to talk about today, I was about to say don't forget to keep on watching, but like, let's just go. So today I'm here to talk to you guys about how I got rejected from all of the law schools that I applied to. Yes sir, it is true. Now if you watch my previous well, it was a couple months ago. If you watch, you know what, I'm just gonna put it on the screen. Watch this video where I go in depth about my story, about everything that I've done to get to where I'm at today. Watch a series of videos. I'm also gonna probably link a playlist about Let's Talk About Law. Yes, I am here to talk to you guys about law school. But you'd be like, Whitney, but you got rejected from all schools that you applied to. That is also true. My experience with applying to law schools did not go well for me at all. Let me tell you, the very first time that I applied to law school, I applied to 11 schools, and I had a 140 LSAT score with a 2.7 undergraduate GPA. Not the best, not the greatest. Obviously not the greatest, right? Like, y'all know that already. I don't even have to tell you that that's not the greatest. And I got rejected from every single school possible. I'm talking about I got rejected from your Howards. I got rejected from MCCU, which is North Carolina Central University. I was stuck on that C for a minute, bro. North Carolina, whatever. I got rejected from that school. I got rejected from FAMU. I got rejected from Quinnipiac, Temple, Brooklyn Law School, New York Law School. I didn't even try NYU, bro. Like, I was like, listen, let me relax. Let me take it easy, bro. Like, I'm not, right? And so here, I wanted to tell you guys about how not only did it just completely discouraged me in every aspect. This was during the pandemic. So can I say that the pandemic is the reason why I didn't get into some of those schools? If I want to, sure, but let's keep it a buck, right? Like, my scores were not where it needed to be. My scores were not selling who I am and what I can do and what I can accomplish to these schools. All they saw was, yo, this is a girl that's trying really hard, and while we appreciate you, like, we're in a tough spot right now, you just ain't gonna cut it. And I had to understand that, right? 11 schools rejected me, so I was like, alright, bet. So I utilized that time to, you know, and I go into more depth in my other videos like I mentioned, but I utilized that time, that whole year, to the 8 months, because my LSAT was October of 2020. Yeah, October of 2020. So I utilized the whole time that I was rejected, like, right? Because I think I got my last rejection, I don't remember, but it was pretty early in the year, and then I was just like, you know what, I gotta study again. So I studied for like 8 months, and I took the LSAT again, and I went from a 140 to a 151. Boom, your girl did it. So I thought, you know what, I got it, I can do this, right? Like, I'm gonna apply to the same schools that I applied to before. Why? Because they're gonna look at my scores and they're gonna be like, yo, she did her best, she tried really hard, and she jumped her score by 11 points, bro, right? Sure. So I applied, this time around I applied to Howard. I applied to Baltimore Law School, which I never applied to before, but that was the newer school that I applied to. I applied to Brooklyn. I applied to New York Law School, and what did I say? And Quinnipiac. So I applied to Howard, Baltimore, Brooklyn Law School, New York Law School, and QU, Quinnipiac University. So the school that I really wanted to go to was Brooklyn Law School, because I love Brooklyn and I wanted to be close to family. My family lives in New York, so I wanted to stay in New York. I intend to live in New York for the rest of my life. It made sense to learn New York law, right? Bet. Guess what? Your girl got rejected. First off, I got rejected from Temple University. Then my second go around, I applied to 6 schools, okay? And I don't know if I mentioned Temple, but I applied to Temple as well. My first rejection was Temple University. My second rejection, I don't even remember, but Howard was in that list. I don't even think I heard anything from Howard this second go around. I think I had to call and they were like, yeah, we sent it to you, it must be in your spam. And I was like, there's nothing in my spam. And they were like, yeah, well, you're rejected. I said, I bet. Like, that was it, right? And so I got rejected from Temple, then Howard I really wanted to go to, and then, you know, I kept on getting rejection. And then I was kind of like, bro, like, yo, if I don't get into law school at all, I was telling everybody, I was like, listen, if I don't get into law school the second go around, I think I'm just gonna, you know, hang it up, just call it a day. And then I think what I'm going to do is save up a lot of money, go live in the city for a year, go live my best life, because I've always wanted to live in a major city, right? And I've always wanted to live in, I don't want to say I've always wanted to live in Manhattan, but I wanted to live closer to that area, whether it be not Queens, but whether it be Brooklyn or whether it be Harlem or not the Bronx, but like I just wanted to get out the house and like get more of a city vibe, because I was looking for a community of people. I was looking for, you know, R&B lounges, which there's a few in Brooklyn. There's a lot in Brooklyn. Like I was basically trying to live my life and just start being an adult, because I had a great job. I was working there. I got that job pretty much when I got all my rejections is when I got that job. Because also during this time, mind you, during this time where I applied to all those schools, I had moved. I was living in the South and I had moved from the South back to New York. So I was, let's talk about it, right? Not only did I study for the LSAT in the pandemic, not only did I take the LSAT during the pandemic, I took the at-home LSAT the second time around, right? Well, the third time around, right? And then I moved, bro, from the South all the way to the tri-state area. I moved to New York. I moved, and like, even though I didn't move by myself, it was a lot to pack, bro, and taking care of my sibling, and then my mother is doing her thing. Like, we were all trying to do our best with this move. And like, when I tell you my mind was like everywhere all at the same time and all at once, it was the most stressful time that I had ever gone through. And so when I got those rejections, I was just kind of like, you know what, like, here we go again, right? Like, of course this is going to happen. Of course I'm not going to get into law school. Like, Lord, what are you doing? And then I got this little bit of a saving grace, right? Like, I was praying every single day. I was about to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but what I was trying to say was morning, night, lunchtime. I was just praying, like, Lord, like, let me know what you want me to do. And then I got this little bit of saving grace, right? Baltimore Law School hit me up and they were like, hey, we want to place you on a wait list. And I was like, bet, sign me up, let's do it. And you know, they have to get your A-OK to be put on the wait list. So I was like, do it right now, please, right now, because it's better than nothing. It's not a no, it's not a yes either, but I understand it's not a no. So I keep going, right? Then another saving grace, I get waitlisted at Quinnipiac University. And I'm like, God, is this you? You've been listening, you've been hearing my prayers. Lord, you know my heart, please let this be for me. So while I was rejected by 4 schools almost immediately, it took a couple months for me to get waitlisted, but I was waitlisted. So this is what I was doing in the meantime. Not only was I going to all their informationals, looking at their newsletters, I said, sign me up, listen, I'm here, I want to be here, I want to meet everybody. I forgot the name of the dude that I met with, but met with them. I think I met with a couple deans because they came to the events, and I was calling the admissions like, yo, I'm putting in an interest letter, I'm letting you guys know my letter of I'm giving you guys my letter of intent, like, I'm here, like, I want to be here, I want to go, I want to study, please let me know, right? Like, I didn't say that, but you know. And then I ended up getting another recommendation letter, and I basically sent that off to the school. And so I was like, so at this point, not only have I sent in, like, I think a couple months have gone by now, not only have I sent in a few letters of intent to both schools, because here we're weighing Baltimore Law School, University of Baltimore Law School, something like that, and Quinnipiac University Law School, and I'm just weighing them, I'm just like showing interest in both places. And so at this point, not only do I have my whole, like, not only do I have a 151 LSAT, 2.7 undergraduate GPA, like, I also have my master's GPA, which is 3.45, and I was like pushing that out there because I had my master's as well. And then I also had, now at this point, 3 letters of recommendations. Like, what more do you need? Do you want another one? Because I can give you another one. Like, I can let you know today that you could write, that you can get another one, and they will let you know my work ethic, blah 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 blah, right? Like, I was on it. I definitely was on it. But then as more months goes by, right, then I'm sort of like getting in this funk where I'm just like, you know what, it's not gonna happen. May passes by, June passes by, practically all of July passes by, and then God finally answered my prayers. And 2 weeks before I was to start school, I get a call from Quinnipiac, and lo and behold, they said, you know, Whitney, we have a opening in our part-time program. And to me, in my head, I was like, I never even thought of applying to the part-time program. They were like, would you like, you know, a seat in the part-time? And I was like, hold on, wait. Like, I'm sure she was laughing at me because I was like, wait, am I accepted? And they were like, yes. And I was like, so if I say yes, I'm accepted? And she was like, yes, like, you can start when school starts. And I was like, of course I want the part-time, of course, like, yes. And she was like, okay, Whitney, so I'm gonna send you over your offer letter. We're gonna work up some things for you for financial aid. Just, you know, pay attention to your email, and answer as soon as possible. The seat deposit is like X amount of dollars. And at this time, you know, of course I was saving up because I didn't know where I was gonna go. If I was gonna go to Manhattan, I needed some money. If I was gonna go to law school, I needed some money. And so at this, in my bank account, I had like a couple racks, right? Like good enough racks to get an apartment, to do this, to that, and to put down my seat deposit. I said yes. And so when I got the call from the law school, right, I was at work, and I immediately looked at the number, and I was like, why is Connecticut calling me? So I like jumped out, bro, and like I went straight to the bathroom. I didn't give a fuck what I was doing at my job, bro. I went to the bathroom, and I was like, hello? And that's where I was talking to her, in the bathroom. Once I got off the phone with the lady who basically was like, I got accepted, I called my sister, and I was like, when I'm telling you that I was bawling my eyes out, bro, like I was so overwhelmed, so grateful. I was praying. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And I was calling my sister, and I was like, I'm gonna be a lawyer. And she started crying, like, bro, like, I was trying so hard not to cry because, you know, like my coworkers were coming in and out of the bathroom, you know what I mean? So I'm like bawling my eyes out, and then I ended up going out of the bathroom and going, you know, down the elevators and out the building, so that way, you know, I could cry in peace, bitch. So and then like I'm calling everybody, I'm texting my friends. I was like, I'm gonna be a lawyer, I'm gonna be a lawyer, I'm gonna be a lawyer. I called my mom. I was like, yo, like, listen, when you feel like, when you ever get to the point to where like God's not gonna come through, like God's not gonna come for you, or like you feel like things are not lined up for you, or like you just don't think that certain things are gonna happen, sometimes you really just gotta like let go and let God. And I know that there's people on here who may not be who may not believe in him, or who may not be like that part spiritual, but I am, and I'm here to tell you that, like, listen, when I want something, I'm gonna pray for it, and if it's for me, it's gonna happen. And that's one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn. Like, if it's for me, it's going to happen, right? And so a lot of the times in my experience, if I wanted something, I would force it. Like, for example, relationships. If I wanted it, I would go for it, because honestly, I was at the point, it's like, if you want it, go get it. And sometimes not everything is great for you, not everything is meant for you, not everything needs to be a part of your story. And that's definitely a lesson that I needed to learn. I feel like I needed to go through those rejections to learn, like, hey, there's not only is there other options, but like, keep going. Like, you felt like there was something in you that needed to be bigger than yourself. What do you think that is? You're talking to God about it. What do you think he's trying to tell you? So I got the great news, right? This was a year ago. Yeah, I think it was like July 27th of last year that I got it. And school started 2 weeks later, and so I was like trying to get apartments, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. But you know, again, the story, it'll be here. Like, go watch it, go check it out. I'll probably leave it down in the description box below if you guys really want to go check it out to get a more in-depth story. But essentially, what I'm really here to talk about is I've been absent, and the thing about it is, like, depression really beat me up, bro. Like, depression really, like, got me after my first year of law school. And I had to remind myself that, like, Whitney, remember why you're here. Remember your why. Remember, like, how you felt when you got accepted. Your why is to be a part of something bigger than yourself. You want to be able to create generational wealth. You want to be able to create an image for other people to look at, so that way they see, yes, I can do it too. I genuinely want to, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to articulate it in a way to make it make sense. Like, I would love to be there for everyone, but I know it's not possible. But I at least want to be able to spread some love, spread some hope, spread some courage, and spread some, you know, I don't know, because I don't want it to seem naive, because it's not naive at all. To me, I feel like if you absolutely want something and it's for you, you should go for it. If it ends up not being for you, I don't want anybody to feel like that that their whole life is changed because there's something better always coming along. There's something better always. If I ever learned anything, bro, is that if I wanted something and I didn't get it, there was always something better around the corner. 100% of the time. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I can't lie to you. Like, there's been things, listen, like, there's been men that I've been in relationships with that I forced, that I absolutely wanted. And listen, I know that there's better for me around, like, the corner. Like, I know that. I know God is brewing him up right now, and he's sending him over. I don't know when, but, like, I know it's gonna happen, right? I digress. So with that being said, I also wanted to make it clear that, like, I haven't been posting a lot on here, and even though I was very much upset about my inconsistency, because it's been a minute, the reason why I'm inconsistent is because of the blessing that I asked for. Can you imagine that? Like, I asked for a lot regarding my YouTube channel, social media, my job, making money, and here I am upset and depressed because I can't uphold my YouTube because of the blessing that I asked to be a part of something bigger than myself. And that's the reason why. So, like, I don't even know what to say after that. So, like, like, it's a good feeling in a sense, because it's like, at least it's not for bullshit, right? So I'm so happy that I got out of my funk. I'm so happy that, you know, I finished my 1L year. I am so happy that I was able to take summer classes, and I will never do that shit again. Because, well, regardless. Anyways, I'm not here to necessarily brag. I'm here to let you guys know that you can do it too. That if it is for you, it is coming your way. I'm here to let you know that you can do anything possible. And as I'm closing out, my name is Whitney. I like to say here that I like to come here on this channel to help everyone and anyone, even if it is just one person. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. I hope it gave you some sort of something, some sort of courage, some sort of, you know, hope, some sort of, I don't know, positive energy that's going out there in the world. I don't know. I hope that I sparked something inside of you. So again, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time.